G'day Van Fam. This week we've continued our journey west and travelled from Denmark to the little town of Walpole. With our power supplies running low after a week of overcast conditions, we decided to pull into a caravan park and charge up the batteries. As far as caravan parks go, the Coal Mine Beach Holiday Park here in Walpole is actually pretty nice. It's set in the national park and we aren't packed in like sardines. But today is an Explore Day, and by now I'm sure you know how we like to start our Explore Days. Alright, Van Fam, I have made us pancakes!
Yay, it's Explore Day!
As you know guys, we always like to have a good feed of pancakes before we go exploring. We've just banged out our work and school week, it's time to start eating. Alright guys, I'm going to do something different. Instead of dishing everybody out an individual plate, you help yourselves. One at a time, eat your pancakes, you can all hook in. So, we found somewhere to go and visit today, and it's a place that we would not normally go to. There is a place that says Animal Park and Dinosaur Museum, and usually these sorts of places, they're not very well run, particularly the animal parks. They feel a bit sad for the animals, but we jumped on Wikicamps and we read the reviews for this place and it looks really good. So, pretty excited to go and check that out. So after pancakes, that's where we're off to.
Yum, thanks for pancakes, Dad.
Thanks for breakfast, honey. I love Pancake Explore Day.
Oh, yeah. We watched every one of the Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Aw, hello. I'm pretty.
Give him a pat, Kaylee. Right. This is incredible, isn't
I know.
it?
I can't believe this.
Oh my god!
Why have we been avoiding these places for so long?
This is the best exhibit of dinosaurs I've ever seen. We went to the one in Canberra and this is way better.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, darling. Is that me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me or my darling? Hello, darling. Hi. What's your name? Uh-oh. You got a nice shady spot, don't you? Do I want to... Oh, can I give you a scratch?
He's like, oh yeah, that's a spot. Yeah, keep scratching me there. Oh my goodness, aren't they so pretty? Look at them. Little parrot, little larky. Look, you got little balls on your gosh.
You are beautiful. He says to me, want a scratch, and then dipped his head. So, what are you looking at, my sweetheart?
This is a black cockatoo. Now, we didn't see these for like probably a year before we saw them when we were travelling because they're so endangered in the wild, but like seeing one up close.
It would have to be what, your absolute favourite bird to
Yeah,
find?
would
Whenever
have
you
to
see
be,
one,
yeah.
you're like, whenever Mel sees a black cockatoo when we're out travelling, she's like, oh, black cockatoos!
Well, he was raised by me from a month old, so he's very tame with me.
How old is he?
Oh, he'll be 2, nearly 2 next month.
Oh.
Sonia, you're not
Oh my
fresh. Can we take this off or not?
Oh, it's alright. It's a.
Hey Mel.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm holding a black cockatoo.
A black cockatoo. He's trying to eat. Oh, that's the end of your glasses. Did he just snap them?
No, almost. Like, that's impressive. They've got some big strength.
Oh, definitely.
Look. He did a good job. That's alright.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Hey.
Alright, how was that, Mel?
That was pretty cool. I've got a little chunk missing out of my glasses, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Tops.
He's a bit scared of animals, so don't put him near him, he'll freak out.
Oh, hello.
He doesn't like being patted, but he doesn't mind sitting on people's shoulders.
Isn't he nice?
What sort of bird is that, Kaylee?
Rainbow lorikeet.
Rainbow lorikeet.
And you don't want that fly on you, do you?
No.
Beautiful.
Hello, mate. What's this guy's name?
Archie.
Archie.
Hi, Archie. Oh. I'm going to lift my arm down because that's uncomfortable. Where are you going to go?
Oh well, hang on.
Hello. So pretty.
They're good at hanging on.
He's thinking about where he could go.
This one on them. Because she walks down people's backs. They go like this normally to keep their back level. Look for her. And I'm like, don't do that. If she's climbing down, she can climb down. You'll hurt your back.
You'll hurt your back.
Something's on my head.
What do you have, Kaylee?
Little baby snake.
What sort of snake is this? A Stinson's python.
Oh. Look at their tongue flickering in and out. Tasting the air.
Like a giant T-Rex up behind you in the background.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How did you get to do this?
Oh, I just came in to have another look at the dinosaurs, and she said, "Would you like to come and hold a baby snake?" And I said, "Well, yeah, totally."
You're not scared, eh?
No, I mean, look at her. Would you like to come up again?
That has to be one of the coolest, most interactive places we've been to. It's small, it's very like cute and whatever else, but the coolest thing about it was I got to have a black cockatoo sit on my shoulder, which I absolutely love them, plus they're highly endangered, so to see one up close and personal was pretty damn special. But now it's lunchtime, so we got a hot tip from one of our followers back at the caravan park to go check out somewhere for lunch, so we're going to give Brett the lunchtime meal cooking off and we'll go somewhere cute and sweet and somewhere.
Oh, I can't wait to get in here. So some guys that watch our channel back at the caravan park said that they had the best burgers they've ever had in their entire lives here. So not only am I getting an afternoon off cooking lunch, but I'm getting to have some wicked burgers. Let's go in and see what they can do. Well, what a menu. We have ordered a burger each. Kaylee's getting a burger, Owen's getting nuggets and chips. The food looks incredible. I just couldn't decide. It was very hard to choose. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it comes out. But in the meantime, we have a paddle of ciders to try. Wow.
You excited for this, Daddy?
This looks insane, doesn't it? Yum.
Oh my god, it's massive, guys. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Wow. Pretty good.
Best burger you've ever had?
Best burger I've ever had.
I think I might cut it in half. What do you think?
Give it a crack, dear. Give it a big mouth.
The pickle hanging out to the side. I'm so excited for this. That is a yummy burger. What's the matter, Mel? You look defeated. You could
Couldn't finish.
Still got this whole pile of delicious chips. Do you kids want any more chips?
Too full.
Too full. So what? There's no space for ice cream.
Wait, no! There's space.
Alright, so very recently we turned on something called Super Savers, which allows you guys to donate to the channel as a way of saying thank you. And one of our first donations was from a gentleman called Peter Reeve, who said, please buy the kids an ice cream. So Peter, I would like to say thank you very much. We have bought an ice cream on you.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to say it?
Thank you, lot. Yeah, so much.
Thanks very much, Peter. Well, that was an absolute foodie paradise. I am so full, I don't think I can eat for at least 24 hours. Last week when we were in Denmark, we went out to the Valley of the Giants and the weather was pretty miserable, whereas today is looking fantastic. So one of the things that we missed while we were out at the Valley of the Giants was the Tingle Tree Forest Walk, because it was raining and sad and we just weren't up for it, so we didn't do it. So we are instead, it's only like 15-20 minutes from Walpole, so we're going to head back out there and we're going to go and check out the Tingle Tree Forest.
Welcome to the Ancient Empire Walk. This short walk takes us through a grove of ancient tingle trees. There are two species of tingle trees, the red and yellow, with the red being the more spectacular of the two. The trees are endemic to the southwest and could grow to a height of 70 meters, but their biggest claim to fame is their girth. They are the widest girthed flowering trees in the world, with circumferences of more than 20 meters being recorded. What makes these trees so charismatic is the holes that develop in the base of the trees. The holes are formed by natural processes, like fungal decay and insect activity. Small holes create weakness in the base of the tree, and when fires roll through, the holes are carved out even further, creating massive cavities in the base of the trees, and in some cases you can walk right through the base of the tree. Yet despite these scars of time, these tingle trees continue to stand tall as monuments to be admired.
So we did the free Ancient Empire walk here. They do guided walks here twice a day at 11 and 2, and they were fantastic.
Well, not they, because we only went on
We
the
only
one.
went to one.
Yeah. So I think the most interesting fact that I learned on the walk is these tingle trees, they don't shed their bark. So if you have a look at this tree behind me, you can see that it's scarred black from a fire that came through. And don't quote me on the year here, because I'm not certain if it was either 1932 or 1937. But if you think what Australia must have been like back then and how many more trees there must have been, but basically a huge fire came roaring here, and you just look how high up on the tree is scorched by that fire. It must have been the most intense and crazy
insane
fire. It's just nuts to think. Well guys, that's about all we're going to do here on camera here in Walpole. There's not all that much to do. There's a few national parks, so we might go and do a walk, but we'll keep that to ourselves and keep that off camera. So we'll see you when we get to our next location, which will be Pemberton. Pemberton. I'm sorry to all you WA locals, I keep butchering the pronunciation of your towns. It was a short 120 kilometre drive into our next location, and we managed to find ourselves a very peaceful camp through caravan overnight farm stays. This camp was on a stone fruit farm, and we camped out here for the bargain price of just $10 a night. And I have to say that this camp will go down as one of my favourite camps to date. Hey guys, well this is certainly one of our more unique camps. Come and have a look at this. Right next to the caravan we have these beautiful figs. Just over here we've got avocado trees galore. It's really cool, super peaceful. There's cows down in the paddock down here. It's actually a work and a school day. The kids are currently in a live lesson, so we're not out exploring today, but I wanted to pick the camera up and have a quick chat with you. Something that happens all the time on the road is things break, and we don't want to give the impression that this life is always just rainbows and skittles. Things are always going wrong. So when we arrived in here from Walpole, for some reason, as soon as we powered up the caravan, our max fan rain sensor just started beeping and wouldn't stop beeping. The only way to get it to stop was to kill the power to the entire van. So I've had to disassemble this whole unit here and find the power lines to it and cut it. And we've been doing some research, and it turns out this motherboard system up here needs to be replaced. So that's a job for us to do in the later. For now, we can't open up our max fan and run that. It's not powered up and it's not connected. So that's happy days. And then on top of that,
which has got to be the most annoying thing, because we can't actually do anything about it until we hit somewhere.
We're a long way from anywhere we can get anything done. So the other thing, randomly, for whatever reason, we arrived here, went to use our tap. The tap doesn't work anymore. The filtered water works, but the tap with the hot water stopped working. Nothing we can do about it out here. We're gonna have to wait until we get to somewhere a little bit more civilized. So, point of picking up the camera and talking to you guys was just to let you know that I'm always saying that we're always fixing things on the road, and we're trying to do a better job of sharing that. But how's this? It's just 2 things in a row. We just arrived and those things stopped working. Alright guys, we get through work and school day and we'll see you when we get to our weekend. Well, good morning, Van Fam. We finally made it through the work week. We've made it to the weekend. We've just been down to Fernando and Jean's little shop and picked up a lovely fresh avocados. Their avocados are so damn good. I've cooked some breakfast for the children. We are doing something a little different. No avocados. We have, well, Owen had some bacon. It's now ingested. Kaylee's got some bacon. She's got some toast as well. So having a little break from pancakes and taking advantage of the produce here at the farm. At the farm? At the farm.
At the farm.
Taking advantage of the produce at the farm with the fam. But yeah, we're going to go out exploring today. They've got something called the Forest Explorer Way, which we're pretty excited to go and see. We're looking forward to seeing some big trees. And we've also been told about a really big, not really big, a really interesting and old church in the middle of nowhere, and this is like a little bit of a secret. So we went up and had a good chat with Fernando and Jean, who own this property. They gave us some hot tips, and that was a place they suggested we go out and have a look. It's supposed to be a church in the middle of nowhere, and the organ apparently still works. So
keen to check that out.
Yeah, we're keen to go have a look at that first, then the Forest Explorer Way. But before we get into that, gonna make some avocado on toast.
Which is my favourite. I love avocados.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's the best.
It takes me through the night when I look deep into your eyes. When I look deep into your eyes. When I'll be coming home.
I can tell you that we don't have to be stingy with the avocados when they cost 50 cents each.
And they're like perfect.
And they are phenomenal avocados, that is right. Now we have the piece de la resistance. We knew that we were going to be smashing avocados every day this week, so we bought some crumbled feta. So it's really like going out to a cafe and having smashed avocado on toast for us this week. I've even got one more little treat from the farm to put on my plate. It's only going on my plate because Mel's not a big fan of this fruit. But just outside our door are these phenomenal figs. I'm going to chop up a fig. Oh my goodness, look at that. So I get a fig on top.
That's breakfast of champions.
Take a seat, my dear. plate of smashed avocado, a piece of bacon, a barocca to get your day started. We're going to smash some breakfast. We've then got to make some smashed eggs. So Fernando and Jean were kind enough to give us a dozen eggs from their chickens as well. So we've got some fresh produce eggs. We're going to be having smashed eggs and lettuce sandwiches whilst we're exploring today. So we're going to get these jobs done and then we will get on the road. Alright, time to do the dishes, darling. Do you want to show everybody how you get to do the dishes now that our sink doesn't work?
So we've got a bowl. We have to remove our soap dish.
I suppose I should get up. Are you a happy camper?
I mean, this is kind of annoying, to be honest.
Van life realities, guys.
I do this probably 4 or 5 times so that I can actually do the dishes. I mean, it could be worse. I could have to boil the jug and do all that, but you know, it is what it is. We're making it work.
Alright, do the dishes so I can go out.
I called out one day just to hear a sound. Someone still around.
You ever get that feeling you've been led on a wild goose chase?
I feel like we're being led down a garden path and there's no turn around.
We're off in search of an ancient church that isn't on the tourist map.
But she hides away.
We did eventually find the little church in the middle of nowhere. Even now, over 100 years after it was built, the church is still in the middle of nowhere, with nothing around for kilometres and kilometres. It really makes you think what it must have been like out here in the pioneering days. The landscape around this church is actually pretty much unchanged, and to think that the old pioneers would have trekked deep into this little valley to find this little church for their Sunday Mass every week is just mind-boggling. Well, that was something quite different and unique. A very old church over here in the middle of nowhere with a cool old organ to play. What did you think about seeing that?
That was fun. It was constructed in
It was
1955.
actually built in 1883.
Okay, actually built. St. Mark's Church was built in 1883,
And then
which makes this now 140 years old.
Wow.
140-year-old church out here in the middle of nowhere.
it's pretty impressive.
Pretty cool. Alright, now we're going to go and do some of the more mainstream touristy stuff and follow the Kari Forest Explorer way. We have made it. It was quite an interesting experience finding our way to the start of the Forest Explorer Drive. We've driven about 35 kilometres and 30 of it was on dirt roads through,
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
through one-way tracks. So I was like, are we on the right path?
I thought we were lost, to be honest.
But we've made it to the Gloucester tree. This is a famous tree here in this region where you can come and climb it. Unfortunately,
It's closed. What a shame,
I know
guys.
Mel's so disappointed. Mel's so disappointed that we can't climb it. They're apparently doing work up on the platform up at the top.
Yeah.
Apparently it takes about 3 or 4 months to complete, so we're not going to be able to climb up the tree, sadly.
Maybe next time, darling.
But we can have a little look around. But yeah, this is the start of the Forest Explorer Drive, so we just thought we'd pop in here and have a look at the tree. It looks bloody... it looks like it would be petrifying if you got up there.
Yeah,
So, as Mel says, she's very disappointed.
I'm
we
very,
can't do
very
it.
disappointed. I would have given it a go, though, definitely, with my new trying
Would,
to face
would you
my
have given
fears.
it, would you have given it a go?
Yeah, I would have gone up at least 10 steps.
Alright guys, so yeah, apparently if we follow this Forest Explorer Drive we should get to see all of the major kind of touristy things in this region. So we're going to jump in the car and we'll go and see what we first discover when we're driving around. The first stop along the way was Big Brook Dam, a picturesque reservoir built in 1986 to supplement the Pemberton town water supply. It's nestled amongst the Kari forest and you can't help but be taken in by its charm. There was a nice sandy beach area for some swimming, and there were plenty of picnic areas. There was also a 4-kilometre walk around the dam and through the Kari forest, though for a change, we opted out of the walk and instead found a nice spot to stop and have some lunch.
Are we enjoying our egg and lettuce sandwiches?
Grandpa won't like that.
How about you, Kaylee? Well, that was Big Brook Dam. Really nice.
Beautiful.
We will probably come back here another day and bring the kids for a swim, but for now we're going to push on and continue along the Kari Forest Explorer.
With our bellies full, we were now ready to head off on the Kari Forest Explorer Drive. We've been travelling down the WA coast over the last year, and while we've seen some incredible things, the landscape of Western Australia has been for the most part barren, sparse and open. That is, until we made it to the southwest of WA. The Kari Forest Explorer Drive takes you for a journey through one-way dirt roads and into the heart of the Kari Forest. The Kari trees, which can grow up to 90 metres tall, are the main highlight of the drive. These majestic trees create a sense of awe and wonder as you wind your way through the forest. As we continued along the Kari Forest Explorer Drive, we couldn't help but be inspired by the beauty of this landscape. The dappled sunlight filtering through the canopy and the occasional glimpse of wildlife darting amongst the trees or running down the road. It was a simple pleasure enjoying the drive through this unspoiled wilderness, and it helped solidify a special place in our heart for the southwest of WA.
It's even higher.
It's bloody huge, isn't
Holy
it?
crap.
This one is even higher.
We've-
This halfway, then the rest of the way.
We have made it to the Dave Evans Bicentennial Tree. We've pretty much completed the circuit of the Kari Forest Explorer Drive.
And what a shame, it's closed still.
Mel is so disappointed that we're not able to climb this tree
this looks
either.
higher, to be honest.
It's a long way up, guys. It is a really long way up. I don't even know that I would climb it if we were allowed to, because that looks terrifying. It looks absolutely terrifying. It is a bit of a shame that both of the big trees, which are two like kind of major tourist attraction things for this area, they're both shut down. I know the other one, they told us why. They said it's because they're doing maintenance on the platform at the top. They haven't said why this one is closed. I guess it's probably the same reason, but anyway, live and learn.
It is what it is. Maybe next
Mel's-
time around.
Mel's super disappointed that she doesn't get to go, obviously. So I guess I'll take you home without having to climb any of these trees.
It's so nice of you, darling.
I apologise for the wind noise that you're about to hear now. There's one thing about the southwest of WA, it's that in the afternoon the wind always gets up. It's just about the only thing that's consistent about the weather here down in the southwest. Well, that was the Kari Forest Explorer Drive. It was a pretty entertaining old day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful drive in the forest.
I've just got to sit down like this so that we're at the same height. So it's about now that we would normally be wrapping up our vlog.
But not tonight.
No, we've got some nocturnal activities planned.
Really?
Not those kind of nocturnal activities.
Definitely shouldn't show those.
So Fernando, the farmer who owns this place and is hosting us, has offered to take us down to his dam and teach us how to wrangle something called a Kunak.
Sounds dirty.
So we're going to wait until the sun goes down and we're going to notch up another new experience.
Find some Kunak.
Alright, so we've come for a little walk down to the dam here. Mr. Pisotto showed us last night how this works. Basically, what we do is we want to wrap this little hoop around the tail or the claw of these little crustacean-y things called kunaks, and we'll try and catch them. You want to show how they work, mate? Put your finger in that. We do that.
Ah, you got me!
And then I do that, and then I've got to pull it up and unhook it. So we're going to go and have a crack and see if we can catch some of these little guys and see what they look like.
Oh, and one there, too. I think that you should not try and get those. That one. Oh, no, that one. Or that one. You got it.
Yay.
Good job.
Hey, I could do this all night long.
You're doing so good, Daddy. You've already caught two.
Alright, we'll see if we can find an easy one for the kids to try on.
Yes, I got one!
Okay, we got one!
I got one! Hooray!
I did it!
Mum, you and your buddy
Okay.
swearing on the channel.
Well, I didn't think I'd get it.
Show us what he looks like. What do you think? You've wrangled a Kunak. How do you feel?
Well, I didn't think I'd actually be able to do it, to be honest. It's pretty impressive if you ask me.
Get him in.
Well, there you go. We kind of lost track of time and caught us a whole load of Kunaks. That was actually really a lot of fun, and I think we lost track of time, didn't we?
We did. I was surprised we actually caught them using the little hooky thing. You know, I was thinking maybe we were being led down the garden path.
It was a little bit difficult for Owen. He couldn't quite master it, but
Kaylee
Kaylee managed to get a
did
couple, and Mum got one,
Yep.
and I got the rest. But we had a good time.
It was fun.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you on the next adventure, guys.
Bye.
Grand Marnier sauce.
What on earth would you put chocolate Grand Marnier sauce on? Ice cream?
A spoon. A spoon. It's definitely the best answer ever. Who needs a fancy toaster when you've got a barbecue? In other exciting news for us, our brand new step has cracked.
Have we ever mentioned that everything bloody breaks and we are always and forever fixing things? No stopping on bridge. Of course you would. Okay. Ow, 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 he got me. Ow, he got me. Thanks for watching, guys. This will actually be the last of our videos from the southwest of WA, as our time in Western Australia is quickly coming to an end. If you'd like to watch another video, YouTube thinks you might like this one here. Click the thumbnail. You could also subscribe by clicking the Trippin logo.